We're rolling along. Now, this next poet's is a good Jewish name. Osama Bar Mitzvah. Please welcome up Osama Bar Mitzvah, please.
I think he said it wasn't that funny as, yeah, which is true. I was just bored. I have a name that my mama gave me, and it's next week. Come back next week, and you can hear my real fucking name. Anyway,
Free beer
I
tomorrow.
got 2 poems. How ironic. I don't have Nickelback to sing for you, or... Actually, I was wondering, what do you do if you don't have any game and you still want to play?
Why?
That's a good question. Write a poem. But this one's called, I love it. The air conditioner, refrigerator thing turns on right when I go on. This one's called Quick, like with a K. Communication is an art that a few still practice. Oh, there's body language, lawyer language, ding bang, hand signs, and corporate overlord redefines. But I'm referring to true communication, heart to heart, mind to mind, leaving pretense behind. Love is colorblind. I used to think if I learned some English words that other folks would know the rules and proper communication could commence, right? All that syntax and grammar and vocabulary and etymology and double entendres and innuendo, and none of it ever did more than giving me something to blame for dysfunction. Like you forgot your punctuation. Well, LOL, if I could learn what's up, untrain my tongue, would my mind follow suit and be my babel fish? If I could meet you halfway, would you give me half your attention? Like the man said, lend me your ear. Singular. I'm not even sure if language was invented for us to agree on something, more likely to argue about stuff, which makes for livelier conversation, at least. Words are for newlyweds with vows fresh on the brain. Scientific methods, screenplays, the Magna freaking Carta. Once agreement is achieved, there's no need for discussion. Why not figure out whether the sun will rise in the morning? Why not peel the Band-Aid off the wound of why the fuck we're here? Let me break it down. Communication, connection in its purest form, is knowing and being fully known. To take off the overcoat of correctness and run naked across the field like the Flash in real life, but not much more needs to happen. The degree to which we are open is the degree of communication's intensity. In the same way, if we grow a third ear, nature has infinite wisdom to impart. Wind as a warning, or rushing water for wellness. When NASA recorded what sounds the Earth makes when various subatomic particles enter the atmosphere, they discovered it sounds like birds. I swear, I couldn't make this up. But I'd rather think of it like the birds can actually hear that stuff. Simply mimic it. Maybe that's way too Darwin. Maybe those chirps are interactions. Part of some ongoing conversation with the tachyons and neutrinos. So what does communication mean to you? Keep in mind, We got twice as many ears as we do mouths. We really ought to be hearing twice as much. To call someone big ears should be a compliment, in the way that big mouth is a burn. Yo, give me the latest slang, man. Put some common usage in my dictionary. I want new acronyms, new industry-specific terms. Whatever helps you get your point across. In the end, I just want some clarity. You feel me? That's the end of the poem. I've got a lot of new faces here. I gotta kind of mentor you in when to clap, I guess. But really, I don't like poems with a need for setup, but this one actually does need a setup, because I was making music for a long time and I gave it up and I decided to download karaoke tunes for activism purposes. I downloaded a bunch of Beatles music and I recorded my own fucking lyrics to it to say what I thought the world should say about Monsanto and genetically modified foods, and I called it the Eatles. Blah 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 backstory, secret origin. But 5 years later, 2 members of the EU Parliament tweeted my song, and I didn't know what the fuck to think. I was like, well, the politicians in Europe are learning about Monsanto from my song, so I guess I should write a poem about it, so here it is. It's called Eatlemania. The tweet, I don't know what that really means, but Parliament. Okay. Eatlemania. Tainted food. Painted mood. Monsanto microbrewed. Coming to your grocery right down the aisle. Open season on your smile. This shit should be an X-file. Who told money it could talk? Shut the fuck up, money. Take a walk. You made food Ragnarok. What happens when strong AI realizes it works for a bunch of evil dirtbags? What about that tipping point when all those fat, irritable bowels put Joker scowls on their jowls? To me, it is inevitable. When the white trash sees the landfill life it lives, when the urban ghettos pelt the police with juice boxes, and the 1% elite are scavenging through the antique computer sections at Goodwill in search of dead Bitcoin wallets. I just call it like I taste it. Occupy intestines, gut hub, biotech Beelzebub. All you need is organic grub. So next time you're reading labels or over at your best friend's tables, tell them some new organic fables. In the end, every bite, it's on you. You become one with whatever you chew. Should I say it again? Or do you know what to do? One time, at the first march against Monsanto, someone handed me a megaphone. I called my congressman. At Whole Foods, the cashier asked me if I found everything okay. I say, nothing personal, but I found a lot of genetically modified products on your shelves, and you said they'd all be labeled by 2018. Fool me once. It's time to put down the megaphone. Stop the glyphosate cyclone. Tweeting the Eatles kills 2 jailbirds with 1 stone. Thanks. Fuck you.
Osama.
Bar mitzvah.
Thank you, Matthew.
Next up, Micah. Is Micah still here? Alright. Welcome, Micah, everyone.